Hello everyone and welcome back to Planet Crafter with Necro and Cortex here, playing the game for your amusement. Now, approximately 10 episodes ago, in a year and a quarter from now, or at least back in time, I encountered this wonderful game in an early stage of access, which was just version, I don't know, I think it was 0.4004, and now we are all the way up at version 07, and what the fuck is going on outside? Apparently today is the day everyone decides to renovate the freaking apartment complex. But anyways, the game has come a long way in the last year, though it still has some technical glitches, and already since the last time I played, approximately 3 major updates has happened to the game, or at least 2.5 updates has happened to the game. Now, I'm a bit sick still, apparently. Technically, I don't think I'm sick. I can just not stop coughing. I don't count that as being sick. But our things here have been moved a little, which is odd because these coordinates do not add up. I didn't move that, by the way. Where the Oh. This teleporter, I put it indoor. It's now been moved outside for some reason. I don't know why. It doesn't really matter why it has been moved still, but it's kind of, I didn't do it, the game did it. Nothing in this area seems to have changed though, as far as I'm aware. I at least had a look in here. It still looks the same. Still have some butterflies flying around, which is kind of peculiar considering they were supposed to be dead according to the game itself. But hey, what the hell do I know? The lore is now outdated or something, I don't know. We're still just here. That doesn't fit in with the art style at all. That looks awful. No wonder these people decided to commit suicide en masse. They couldn't even make a freaking door frame right. How dare they exist? So, our jetpack still doesn't work in this region, but there isn't really anything left here to do. There was a trailer released approximately 2 months ago or something like that, showing the latest and greatest, including more wrecks for me to discover. So somewhere on this map there might be a new wreck for me to discover. Okay, can't call it, I was moved against my will. And the other one, I moved at some point. I moved it closer to the fungal cave, because Strike Site Alpha basically had no real value to me anymore. And now that we're out here, maybe, I don't know where this new wreck is either, so it will also be a bit of exploration for me, but exploring the new wreck and then explore some of the new builds that have been made. Because now you're able to deploy drones to gather all your resources, even though I don't exactly have a steady need for resources at any point because I'm not expanding that much. Yeah, this was I've seen before, but they likely changed something about it. There are still really no resources, at least as far as I can ID. A lot of water. We don't have to think about oxygen, which is nice, but still. Huh. Did I grow these trees? I remember putting a tree spreader down somewhere nearby, but I don't remember making these particular trees. They don't look like what I usually plant. You guys go ahead and imagine what the acronym will be for that location. Alright. If we have a look at the research, the tech tree, the thing, yes. First of all, we have moved up to fish, and the next thing will be amphibians. So we are basically forging the stages of evolution very, very quickly with our process here. So before we know it, we'll have freaking cavemen coming towards us with freaking stones beating our brains in. So if we have a look at the technology, this one has not changed at all, the pressure one. And then we have the heat. That one has changed because we have mutagen tier 3, which I don't know what I will use for because I'm hardly using mutagen tier 2 already. Then we have whatever the hell this is. Water Life Liquidator. What? Collecting and fish eggs on its location. Okay, so you can pick up fish eggs with it, got it. And then we have more stuff up here, like drone stations an aquarium, and circuit boards, because now we can deploy drones. But we still have the fusion energy cell, which is like the highest, or one of the highest, and we still have the pulsating quartz, which are like the two most important pieces of technology. I mean, I could build these stations here, and I'm going to do that just to figure out how they work, but I don't really have a need for them. I have all the resources that I'm ever going to need here, and I have more production of it. But I am going to make like one of these and then see how that actually works. Just for functional gameplay, and then I'm going to connect them to my digger site. Now, there might actually be more satellites and like that we could apply to this game, but that's not exactly our top priority. Right now we need to zoom out and see, are there any new areas? And the answer is not in this region. Not that I can tell in this region. Where the hell am I at anyways? I'm right there. So if there is a new wreck, it is far away, basically. But there should be a new wreck. And just for good measure, because this is like maybe the most important and most interesting thing to do. GPS satellite tier 4, that's already great. New micro deconstruction tier 2. Visual rocket. Okay, we already have more technology to acquire. Great. There's so much for me to do here, apparently. Alright, that was it though. So we have 2 normal rockets, and then we had whatever the hell the other thing was. And I also have a freaking ladybug I need to get rid of, so let me just do that first. This one requires a lot of circuit boards, a energy fusion cell, or fusion energy cell, and a super alloy. That's actually very expensive. Just saying, for something I basically don't need, and I'm gonna need 2 of them. But let me just figure out, how do I make circuits? They are not made on this one. Maybe it's the tier 4 one. The fuck is an in-tandem cartridge? Alright, we actually need a lot of resources for that, so let me just... That's actually going to take some long time to craft, and I also need to launch 2 rockets into space. Maybe I should rather do that and then explore it, because rockets into space seems to be like the easiest thing to do. It also means we can empty out our freaking Yuri Gagarin storage. What do they require? It's the satellite tier 4. Wow. Alloyed. And then we have the map info rocket. I think we already got that one, but maybe there's a difference. So I need 4 circuit boards, 3 super rods, 2 rocket engines, and a compass. Oh! Nitrogen cartridge. Okay, nitrogen cartridge. Good to know, that's how that works. Okay, fine, excellent. I actually solved something. I didn't know you needed freaking nitrogen to make that thing. We have our first circuit board then, right? Yes. First one. Yes. And now we just need the nitrogen. Any fucking day now. Considering how readily available nitrogen is in the real world, why the fuck is it unavailable in this game? Apparently the satellite we sent into space wasn't good enough as it is. It needs to be even better. And even after that betterness, there needed to be like 2 more levels of betterness available. Because yes. Because technology. Woohoo! Alright. GPS satellite 4. Maybe it will reveal something I couldn't see before. That's a very phallic looking satellite. Okay. Go! It was a lot more impressive way back in the start. Also, they used to making engine noises. Now they just kind of don't. Well, that was one rocket into space. I bet this one just lets me see the drone's path and such in the game, but it's not really gonna do anything. But hey, another rocket on the go! Not a single sound was heard from that rocket. Damn it. Oh well. Maybe this entire platform should be broken down so I can actually build something and build this one elsewhere so it can still be seen. Alright. Those are 2 rockets down, so now there's a more daunting task left to do. Which would be to go out there in the world and do something else with our lives. And I'm actually a bit in doubt of what I want to do now, because now I just want to kind of explore. I want to find these new areas, but I also want to check the map. Maybe the map has something new to tell me. That wasn't the map, that was something else. There we go. Oh! Cool. We can zoom out in infinity and see the entire map now and move around. You know, like a proper fucking map. Huh. Cool. We're looking for a wreck we haven't ID'd before. I don't exactly see anything that stands out from what we have already seen in this vicinity. So they are telling me in an update there should be a new wreck out here. I can't see it on my map for some reason. But maybe this wreck is like underground somewhere. For all I know, it might be underground, which is why I can't see it. That could be something to go look for, because we also have already like an hour to spend. But we could also look at some of the new resources or researches that have become available to us. Such as the aquarium thing and the drone station. The drone station is just going to take some resources to make, or a lot of resources to make. Come on, grow faster. Grow faster, I want to do my thing. I want to have eggs all over the place. I'm just gonna come back for that later. I want to explore because I need to find, if there is a wreck out there, then I want to find it. So I'm not gonna play the freaking Christmas games and just wait around here for all eternity for things to actually go my way. Not yet. We're going to have a look around, and I will look around the entire freaking camp for a wreck that might not even be there. It might actually be underground. I have no clues or leads where to go and look, which is kind of what makes it all stupid to begin with. Which is kind of what's preventing me from already just going. Kind of makes me want to turn around and actually look up, or look it up where the hell it might have been from the pictures and evidence. And you know what? I'm actually gonna do that. Because fuck being stupid and walking around for all eternity. Alright, so the only clue I can get from that area that I'm looking for, or that new wreck that I'm looking for, is that it's a huge wreck. It's a huge wreck I really shouldn't be able to overlook. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's a huge fucking wreck. And there's a lot of sand around it, and there's a lot of darkening, at least on the screen effect, but I don't know at what stage of development that was in. Like, I don't know if that was before or after they even made water on their planet, or blue skies on their planet. Alright, so we need to make a energy cell thingamajiggy. There. Fusion energy cell. That's a huge freaking device for just taking, but okay. So we're going out to Wreck Alpha, and then we'll go over there and we'll implement this fusion energy cell, because a fusion energy cell in a new vessel, what the fuck could that possibly do? That made no sense. Why am I being so aggressive about it? I just recall us already using one of these on one of these ships. And it only really opening a secret hatch somewhere, but let's see. Maybe it wasn't this vessel, maybe it was a different one. Why is there sand in here? Well, because it crashed in the desert and all the holes are open, of course. That makes sense, but why is there sand in here? Oh. The emergency light goes on. What the hell is that? Oh! It requires tier 2. But it did open these areas. That's new. I think. And now I know I need the tier 2 deconstruction tool, which I have at least available. Oh look! More STCs! Yay! That's all the head value of them. That one... Wow! They are not kidding. They just saved me I don't know how much resources and giving me these things that I'll need for that. Great. Always happy to see more stuff that I can use against people. Alright, they just gave me so many things that I'll have to return anyhow before I can go with all this. And even when I do go with all this, I'll have to get the deconstruction tier 2. I don't know if they just redesigned this one or if that was a different vessel way back then when I opened up. I actually think it was the one uphill or something I opened up on. This one had a lot of supplies. It is a bit sad to see that they entirely changed the entire thing to make stuff like that, but on the other hand, cool that they did. I don't know if this thing is important or how this thing works, but I'm gonna deploy it here, see what happens. And it will apparently catch fish eggs. Right? But there are no fish in this place. Maybe that's not how that works. Maybe that is how that works. That it just takes whatever particle eggs or whatever parasite eggs they can find and just use them. And then we need the tier 2 braking device. It requires the tier 1 methane and so forth. Maybe I will need both to operate. Okay, that's not how it works. Apparently 2 does replace 1. Got it. Alright, so now that we have tier 2 deconstruction, we might actually be able to break down some more stuff. Not that I think it matters, I think it will just turn into resources. I don't think there's like a secret behind it or anything. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's more to it. Maybe there's lore. Maybe there's golden lore to be found. I'm like a freaking pirate for lore sometimes. I guess. And now we of course have to shine on every single wall because... Ooh, technical debris. Wait. Oh! Oh, that's actually kind of clever. It turns into circuit boards. Well, I'm saving so many resources on just breaking down all people's computers. Ooh. Well, you look at that. Yes. Boink, 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 boink. Boink, boink. Yay. So many sports that I just saved. This door did not open, sadly. Also, there's something weird going on with this door. It's almost as if it's 2 doors merged together. Something weird is going on with this wall. Maybe there's something behind it, but I can't tell it from here. Not that it truly matters, of course. Because lore. Alright. That was very bountiful. Apparently there's more resources to come for here now. Obviously. There will be for a long time. Well, I saved like, yeah, so many circuit boards, and I am going to need circuit boards for a lot of things. I feel like it's now the key ingredient that is very expensive to produce on my own. So, good thing the game just gave me circuit boards for fucking free, and to use for all eternity. But it was still a bit unfruitful. It didn't achieve what I wanted it to achieve. It just gave me more stuff. Which I guess is good, but still, it's just stuff. It wasn't exactly like new characters rediscovered or grave sites or anything interesting like that. My base used to be very, very well sorted. Then I took an arrow to the knee. Doesn't get much more accurate than that now, does it? So now that we have messed around for who knows how long looking for an area that wasn't there and stolen a lot of stuff that wasn't supposed to be stolen from buildings. Huh. Let's take one of each. And then we need to create fish. How do I create fish? I need fish. I need an aquarium, I need a circuit board, super alloy, oxygen capsule, and fertilizer. Got it. Can this one be made outdoor? Question is, can DPs be made outdoor? They cannot be made outdoor. God damn it. Because they take up a lot of space, but on the other hand, space. Here's space for you. That's a lot of space for a fish, just saying. This is take out. So how do I make fish with this? Use to create new insect life. Generates animals. So this one is just gonna make fish on its own. What do I do with these? I run around with freaking fish eggs. Incubator to create fish. In the incubator. The same incubator I used to make bugs with?
No!
Does it need like 3 of a kind or something? No match found. You're not being very useful. Ah. It needs mutagen tier 3 to work apparently. Thank you for the absolutely minimum amount of explanation, game, so I had absolutely no clue what you wanted from me. Mutagen tier 3 requires nitrogen. There's an I missing in nitrogen. Jesus Christ, that was loud and absolutely unnecessary. And also, there's a meteor coming. There we go. That's going to take forever.
2 hours later.
Huh. Sure. Okay, so if I put these in my aquarium, I will have fish. Or do these actually have to grow and such before they become fish? I don't know. Look at those! I have fish! Yay! You would think they would actually give up heat because there was animals flying around in a freaking tank, but I have fish! I have fish doing fishy stuff. That's some fishy business with those fish. Look at those fish, they're pretty though, they're pretty. They're beautiful in their own right. A bit stiff in the animation, but they're pretty. I'm gonna name that one Bill, Janet, Sarah, Michael, Mike, Beelzebub, Bilal. Yes, and I'll definitely never ever remember those names, so never ever fucking stop asking me about them, because I won't remember at all. And now there's more of them. Even better fish. Let's get some more fish into my fish tank, with my fish in the tanks. Wow, those fish are ugly. Very ugly. Ew. No thank you. Fuck that. Need to make some more fish at some point, but yay, we did something. We made fish. Which means this one can fuck off. This can fuck off. Those are some huge plankton. Right, I was thinking about something else. There's really only one major thing to explore that I can confirm I can explore. And that is to build those drone stations. They just require a lot of circuits, which I now have. Fusion energy cell. Audius, Saratanus, Lucifer. And we have now officially run out of smart people in this world. There's nothing of it left. All the dumbasses are left. All the smart people are gone. So if I was to build this one, let's just put it right here. Dumbass location, I know. Yeah, pretty dumbass location. Build one or more drone stations. Craft one or more drones. Open any inventory in which you want them to automatically move objects. Click on the cog icon. Choose a type of object, supply, demand, logistic system. That seems very useless actually. But hey, for science and because I have nothing better to do, I'm gonna comply and build some. Oh, cool. So now I have 2 robots. Great. What the fuck do I want those to do? So if I was to, let's say I went to the mining facility I have somewhere over here and requested redstone. Or built something, built another station and then requested redstone from that one. Is that how that would work? And then we build... Build one or more drones. Drone stations. Craft one or more drones. Open any inventory in which you want to automatically move object. Click on the cog icon. So if I click on this one, so this one could send out anything really. So now it can send out all that. Right? I don't need this crafting station, at least I don't think so. So if I went back to the one I was at, and then started requesting to that one, aluminium, iron, so forth, it would fly in there and get aluminium, iron, and so forth. At least that's how I understand it. At least that's what made sense to me, but hey, it doesn't have to make sense to me, it has to make sense to whoever the hell developed this game and decided, yes, this is a concept people will love. And clearly they do, because I'm still playing it after a year, on a sick day. And then I set this one to demand iron. And then they went. But does that mean I could also go into my base and then order the individual closet to just be stacked up on whatever the hell they have? That would be cool. That means most of my resources will automatically be filled. Oh. Well, there it came. And there's the other one. Hehe. Cool. Cool. Well, it's some kind of cool. I don't know if it's that cool, but oh well. Alright, let's cancel this demand. And then what if I take him? Does that mean the drones also just stop somewhere now? What if I went indoor and then set these to always demand, say, set this one to demand iron. So it's always topped up on iron. Set this one to be filled up on cobalt. Always. This one should always be filled up on silly. This one should be filled up on Big Mac. Why does the world hate me so much? Why? Now I see the irony of me only having 2 drones doing all this stuff. And I should probably get some more, but it's not really that important to me at all. Question is if they even do it, because now I set all my priorities indoor. So if I take 3 pieces of iron out, will they supply those sooner or later? Will they just get stuck on a building because they can't figure out how to use a door? I don't exactly see them to fly off. The wiki doesn't state anything whether or not they are limited by indoors use, but I can imagine they might not be able to interact with doors and such. But we'll see, like, whenever the time runs out and if or not this iron deposit I have in here is filled up. I am actually curious because I haven't seen a single of the drones do anything. I'm thinking whether or not they're actually just hiding because they can't do anything. I hear a lot of clickering that suggests that they might be out there doing their thing, but at the same time, maybe not. Oh well. We're still looking for a wreck I have not found anywhere. Or could not find anywhere. Oh! Well, will you look at that, they did it. Alright, so we have that confirmed. They are actually not limited by indoors and such. It didn't stop them from going in there and delivering whatever they wanted to deliver. I'm doing the last bit of exploring here. On some of the wrecks we have already visited, and chances are I won't find that one wreck that I saw in the trailer. Chances are it never came to the game, or it's not coming here before next time. Chances are it's completely new. Chances are it's not implemented yet. Chances are that they just showed a nice wreck, but that wreck doesn't exist, or I have already found that wreck, it just looks very different from the trailer. I don't think I explored this area over here well enough actually, because I don't recognize most of these trees as my own. And also, what the hell is going on with that piece of rock? Like, if there's somewhere where there's something new, it must be here. I just didn't see any on the radar. A lot of trees that I didn't plant. But that's all I think there is to this area. Is there like some secret entrance here or something now? Maybe I'm meant to dig somewhere. Like we've seen. Well now. You look for a wreck, you find some kind of a wreck. So we did find something new to investigate, it seems, but this doesn't look like the thing I was looking for either. But it could have been, of course, because what I saw was very red, so it could just have been the pre-water phase. Oh, there's a box. A good box. Well, 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 well. I should actually break down that box so I can make it a part of the grid. Thank you. That way I can empty my inventory without having to empty my inventory. Well now. Will you look at that? Search and you shall find. I suppose, or something. I don't know. I don't speak that language. We have half an inventory to fill with stuff, so let's do it. Oh, this is what I saw in the trailer. This is the area. Yay! Great. Let me just make this stair accessible. In the world of science and future, we still use freaking staircases. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, let's just explore before we become dumb and loot lost. I say as I become dumb and loot lost. Jesus Christ, that was an uncomfortable sound for you to make out of nowhere, game. Stop doing stuff like that to me. I can't take it. Yeah, okay. It has now been concluded then. I need to empty my inventory already. Well, now at least I know where it is. And I have a teleporter somewhat close nearby. Close nearby. I believe it's in this one. Or even if it's not, it will be moved to this one. Also, why the fuck are they standing? Well, they aren't standing in the middle of nowhere. It's just because that's how the game works. Alright. The teleporter will be moved to out there because this extra distance is a bit silly for all the ways I have to go back and forth. It's here somewhere. Supposed to be. Well, that's just wonderful. The game decided to crash, but seemingly nothing has really been lost.
No! God, please, no!
Because my teleporter is right here. And it was the optimal place to put it, at least at the time. Now it's not. Because now I have a lot of backtracking back and forth, so I'm just going to build it right out in front of the entrance to this new area we have found. And actually, before we go in there, I want to explore the outside, but because maybe there are some clues outside as to what happened to this one. Why it is here. Engine. Because this one has not only been hit the ground, hit the ground, it has also submerged into a weird bunk of sand. Which doesn't look like it was naturally just covered over time. It looks more like it actually fell down and then was covered in sand. You know, because of the dunes and such on it. There was nothing else around it. It was just another building for us to explore. Does this actually work here? It does. Good. This is the staircase area. This is another stair. There's apparently multiple of these staircase areas. So this time we go in the middle. We only have half an inventory to work with anyhow. Ooh. Yeah, I knew it, but they don't have any value. They gave me so many of them, they don't have value. I guess they didn't expect people to comb the game so well as I've done. And at the same time I've missed out on key secrets, at least on my own. And now we know we need another one of these. Jesus Christ, that's annoying, and you already spooked me with that one, game. It's not fair. This one actually requires 3. That's a lot. We don't have that much super alloy or super material laying around. Unless there's like some on this ship. Which there isn't. In our case, I'll have to go back because we're already full up. But this is something to explore next time, I guess. Because we have already used a long time on this area. On this ship. Now, I'm not saying I'm ending it right now. I'm just saying that maybe I should wait for next time, because I don't have the resources to make that thing anyways. Not at the moment. I don't have enough super material for that. And to make all that super material, I might as well start automizing everything. Right, another trip out there to see what happens. I was actually, let me just check. Because I have one of these fuel cells. And how much would it take to make 2 more? It wouldn't be that impossible to make. It might not be worth it at all, but I'm going to presume that it's worth it. Because these fuel cells, there's apparently a need for fucking 3 of them. But then that splits into 2, god damn it. Ah, here it is. And red lights comes on. Yay! And I already filled half my inventory up with garbage before I even saw what the hell this one did. This terminal is dead. The problem is, I didn't even look around that thoroughly, so I won't even know what exactly it unlocked. Unless there's like an alien fragment or something in there. Maybe, I don't know, a preserved corpse of one of these wardens. That would be like the biggest discovery for us to see here. Maybe there's something behind some of all these. No. No. Let's just hope the game doesn't crash this time whenever we're going up the freaking staircase. Oh, I thought these would be open. I'd expected them to be open because we put in the freaking fuel cells as demanded from the game. Sure. I don't know why I keep taking those. I don't have that large of a supply for them yet, or need for them, demand for them yet. Maybe there's like a jump scare or log or something somewhere I can look into. That would be cool. Yay! More stuff that I definitely do not already have plenty of in my inventories. And I say that while still collecting them. God damn it. Well, back and out. Yeah, I simply cannot pick up more chips because I can't get freaking rid of these circuit boards anymore. That was a spooky sound I didn't want to hear in my goddamn apartment. Don't you ever fucking do that again to my game, or I will slit your throat or something, I don't know. I'm not very good at threatening people, apparently. Which is kind of a good thing, I hope. That means I haven't had a need for it. You know what, I think I'm actually going to stop it here, because my logistics and supply system has completely bogged down with all the sudden resources that area has to add on to it. So I think I'm actually just going to stop it. I have lots of editing to do on this video already, and there's more resources, but there doesn't seem to be more lore to what I just found. So unless I'm proven wrong in the next episode, this has been Necro and Cortex here playing Planet Crafter. If you like and enjoy and want to see more, please do subscribe to our channel, leave a like and or share it with your friends. Until next episode, when I keep on exploring out there and maybe find something new and interesting other than just resources. Bye bye, and I'll see you guys out there in the future. Hi, this is actually Necro's editor here speaking. It appears that he actually did forget something. Let me just show you here. So, if you're back here at this mountain thing that suddenly became a freaking spring or waterfall, whatever it is, there actually was, if you walked around for long enough, one of the golden chests that we saw in the very beginning and the early parts of the episode, containing a few resources. On top of that, there wasn't really anything very interesting, new or exciting. So with that out of the way, here's the outro as we know it, and we'll see you in the next episode. Ah.